Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Vegas Sports Talk. And this Monday night, I am previewing the UNLV Rebel game when they take on the Boise State Broncos at the Thompson Mack Center on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Um, and this is the final game of the season. It is senior night, it is a whiteout, and I want all Rebel fans to attend. The team has been on a roll lately, and we need to keep winning games to help us in the standings in the Mountain West Conference. And Boise, they're 19 and 10, 11 and 6 in the Mountain West, and this is their final game of the season. And the Runnin Rebels are 15 and 14, 10 and 6 in the Mountain West. They just came off the biggest win probably in the last 5 years in the program. So the Broncos, with the win, they can go to 12 and 6. With the loss, they'll be 11 and 7. With the Rebel win, they'll be 11 and 6. The loss will put them at 10 and 7, and will more than likely hurt them in the seedings. So the season leaders for the Boise State Broncos, Austin leads them with 17.8 points per game. R.J. Williams leads them with 8.4 rebounds, and Austin 3.1 assists. For the Runnin Rebels, Bryce Hamilton leads them with 15.5 points per game. Mbake Jong leads them with 8.1 rebounds, and he has been in a slump lately. He fouls out way too often. He commits too many fouls, and he's not rebounding as much as he used to. And we need Mbake to get offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. Put those babies back up and in, and if he can do that, the Rebels will be A-okay. And Amari Hardy leads them with 3.1 assists per game. Team stats. These teams are kind of evenly matched here, but there's some categories in which one team can outplay the other. Points per game for the Broncos, 76.9. Points per game for the Rebels, 71.7. So about a 5-point differential there. Points allowed, Boise State 69.1. UNLV 70.3, so pretty close there. Field goal percentage, 45.7% for the Broncos, 43% for the Runnin Rebels. Rebounds, 34.2 for the Boise State, and 38.9 for UNLV. And that's where the game can turn into UNLV's favor. If they can win the rebound battle by 5 to 10, it's not a key to the game, but it's a fifth key to the game that I could put down there. Turnovers, 12.6 for the Broncos, 13.5 for the Rebels. So if the Rebels can limit their turnovers, they'll be fine in this senior night game. Key players for both teams: Alston, Jessup. If he's hitting threes, they're hard to stop. And R.J. Williams, he's their big guy. If he can get rebounds, they'll be fine. And key players for the Rebels: Bryce Hamilton. If he can keep this hot streak going, that'll be huge for the Rebels. Amari Hardy has been playing well over the past couple games, and Michu Long, when he's healthy, this team's hard to stop because they can play 4 guards and they can spread you out. That's what they did against San Diego State, and it worked. So that leads me to the keys of the game. For the Broncos, they have to limit Bryce Hamilton and Hardy. If you limit them, you're not going to stop the UNLV offense, but you're going to sure limit them because Michu Long would have to score, Coleman would have to score, Johnny Antonio would have to score, and they need to get hot. And if they're not hot, these two players, Hardy and Hamilton, have to carry the team. And if you can stop them, you're going to stop the entire offense. They need to limit their turnovers to under 10. I can expect that from Boise State. They're a pretty clean team. That's not that hard for them to do. They need to shoot 40% from the three. They're a good 3-point shooting team. But if they're not making threes, they're not going to win the game because they're going to have no other offense. And they need to come out strong early. It's senior night for the Rebels. The MAC is only packed. It's going to be loud and rowdy after the big win on Saturday. And if Boise State can quiet that crowd early, it will be monumental for them. For the Rebels, they have to limit Alston and Jessup. If you limit them, who's going to score? Yeah, that's right. Maybe R.J. Williams and no one else. They need to come out strong early. They need to go on like a 10-0 run to start the game. Get the crowd into it. Make Leon Rice call a timeout. Have the Rebel fans cheer them on. And if they do that, they're going to be amazing shape throughout the rest of the game. They need to stay out of foul trouble. If Mbake can stay out of foul trouble, if Hardy and Hamilton, and most importantly Michu Long, if they can stay out of foul trouble, this team's on a cruise to a victory. And when they go to the free throw line, they have to shoot 80% from the line. If you can make 80% of your free throws, it'll be huge because during a close game, 80% is a lot. So there you guys go. It's senior night. We need all you guys there at the MAC. We want you all there. It's a whiteout. The first 3,500 fans will get a free Runnin Rebel t-shirt. It says Seniors 2020 on it. It has those sponsors on the back. And it's the last game of the 2020 season for the Runnin Rebels. Please salute them off. I know the Mountain West Conference Championships here in Las Vegas, but It's not like the last Rebel game of the year. So make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Vegas Sports Talk. I'll post updates throughout the game. You bet I will. I do every Rebel game. And until I talk to you guys again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again real soon.